You're watching Global Toronto. This is Global News at Noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Jordan Reed. Next stop for the province's plans to take over the TTC, Toronto City Hall. Newly released documents from the province raise the possibility of major change and added cost to the Scarborough-Yonge and Eglinton extensions as well as the downtown relief line. Today, City Council will debate and vote on whether to obtain third-party advice. A few days to go before Ontario's first legal pot shops open their doors, but not all will be ready. Some of the 25 license holders are still going through the lengthy approval process. Those who fail to open on Monday could face thousands of dollars in penalties.
We're ready. The store's ready to go. We're just still waiting for some things from the government, of course. But everything's been submitted, so it's just right now we're just waiting, unfortunately. But we are ready.
The Ford government says the licensing process could not be rushed. Another part of the problem right now, a concerning supply of cannabis in the country. Over 100 cats were taken from a Toronto home over the weekend after the homeowner called for help. Toronto Cat Rescue are calling it a hoarding situation. The NOT for-profit took in 50 cats, while Toronto Animal Services and the Humane Society took the rest. The cats will be vaccinated, neutered, and spayed and socialized over the next several weeks before they are sent to their forever homes. No charges are expected to be laid. An alarming discovery made by one family regarding a monitored home alarm system that they thought had been canceled.
A company whose purpose is to make people feel safe is actually ripping people off.
A BC man used the service provided by ADT but canceled back in 2013. His family discovered payments were still being withdrawn from his account, despite the fact that the man had died 3 years ago and the family had sold the apartment. Payments added up to about $2,500.
And I was like, how is that even possible? You know, he's passed away, and years before that, he didn't even live in the condo. And they said, well, it's been coming out automatic debit from his bank account. And I was like, ah!
Since contacting Global News, the family has received a $1,700 refund, but they are refusing to cash the checks until the full amount is returned. 30 years after Toronto introduced the Blue Box, there's still some confusion as to what can and cannot be recycled.
Black plastic cannot be recycled, right?
It cannot be recycled in our current processing system.
Each year, Toronto manages approximately 180,000 tons of recyclables. Of that, about 30% ends up in landfill due to contamination. The three main causes of contamination in the blue bin: food waste, clothing or textiles, and non-recyclable materials. It is estimated that of the 830 million metric tons of plastic ever made, only 9% had been recycled. Coming up, tough questions about the troubled Boeing 737 MAX. U.S. lawmakers are digging deeper into the software and the anti-stall system after 2 deadly plane crashes.